Well, it's the fourth straight team that we've held below 1 points per possession. In fact, they were .90, which is the best anybody's done against us this year. I can say in the 33 years I've been a head coach, that's never happened before, to go 4 games. Only 2 of the halves have been over a point of possession. So we must be guarding somebody. We did an unbelievable job tonight on the defensive glass, and you know that's an area that I'm very concerned about with this team. They missed over 30 shots, and they had 2 offensive rebounds. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with 27 assists, 35 baskets. And we came into the game with 66 assists through 3 games. The closest anybody else in our league was 42, and some of those teams have played 4 games. So we're now from 66 and 27, what is that, 93 assists in 4 games. I mean, that's unbelievable. Over 67% of our, we're close to 70% of our baskets are assisted baskets. And think of all the layups we've missed. I mean, you just think about the amount of, Stevie's thrown some great passes, and we catch it and we get fouled, or we miss the layup. Imagine how many assists. So this team is playing as unselfishly as any team I've ever coached. They understand moving the basketball and getting it to the right spots. We went through a stretch tonight where we fell in love with the 3 because it was open. And I think it was a great learning experience for us. That then when we came out of timeout and we decided to get it into the basket, we scored like 10 straight layups, and all of a sudden it's a 30-point game. Now the 3's there. So it's a great learning game for us, really good. We're 4-0. We played 4 home games. I've never done that before. We've never been 4-0 before in the Division I era. A lot of it has to do with the schedule, but a lot of it has to do with how well we played. Just point of reference is this team played Wisconsin pretty tough the other night. I mean, they led most of the first half. They were down, I think, 6 at halftime, and they hung around, kept it. I think they lost by 17. Villanova, the national champion, played Western Michigan right after we played Western. Western was down 3 with 4 minutes to go. So, maybe there's something here, I don't know, but I'm really proud of how we've started our season.
Questions for the student athletes, please?
Martez, Coach talked about the unselfish nature, and look at guys like you, Stevie Clark, Xavier Hill-May sitting next to you. I mean, you guys were heralded recruits. I mean, you guys were big-time guys. How is everybody able to set all that kind of stuff aside and buy in?
Like Coach said, we just learn each other day by day, and we know that everybody needs to touch the ball and everybody needs to get going for us to be the great team that we're supposed to be. And we just got to stay aggressive and can't get down when Coach is yelling, and just stay aggressive.
Xavier, where's this defense coming from in terms of how you improve? I know it's only 4 games, but what's the key to this time around this year on the defensive end?
Kampe really preached about communicating on defense and making sure we're talking to each other. And in practices, like, one thing I can say that's different from last year is, like, we have 11 guys who are playing hard and want to play. So because they want to drive and they want to, please Kampe and the coaches, they want to play hard. So our practices are hard and our defensive effort is there all the time. And I believe, like, having these guys, like, push themselves in practices not only pushes themselves but pushes me to, be a better defensive player.
Xavier, can you talk about Stevie's difference in terms of that second half, especially the angles he took, how he opens things up for you guys?
Because Stevie is so fast, and I believe because, like, in high school he played with, like, the best guys, I think, like, him coming here helps a lot of guys like myself, get open and receive passes because he draws so much attention. He has eyes in the back of his head. He knows where everybody is, and I believe that's good for this team because I think he leads the team in assists, and he hits guys on the wing, he hits guys on the post. He's not afraid to pass the ball to his teammates because he trusts in us, he believes in us.
Martez, do you find that too, that you have to be ready to catch and fire, as you say?
All the time. I mean, like I said, Steve is just going to get the ball to your hands regardless. Like, you don't have to worry about it not coming to your hands because he's not even thinking about scoring. He's just being aggressive, hitting the gaps and getting us open.
Wyatt, 24 points for you. Did you feel like You're gonna have some 30-plus games
Oh yeah. I just missed a lot of shots first half. Just got, like Coach told me, just keep playing shots, man. It's gonna fall. Like we work on it every day. He put it into me and tell me to shoot the ball. Just keep shooting regardless of what's going on. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Thanks, guys.
Coach, what
Questions,
about
Coach?
Stevie Clark? I mean, you look at the minutes played, the efficiency. I mean, he stuffed the stat sheet compared to the amount of minutes that he played.
Well, we're going to have to get used to that. I don't think he's going to play 22, but I think he's only going to play 26 or 28. I mean, it's obvious that I'm trying to learn how to play 10, 11 guys. So, you know, that's new for me. And for an old guy who's been around a long time, it's kind of a fun thing for me. It's something new, trying to get, everybody minutes, keep everybody ready so that that we're ready when we have those close games and we can wear people down. And I think that's a really, really good part of our team is that with the speed that we play at, you better be able to go 9 or 10 deep with us, so you're going to get tired. And I think when you get tired, you make mistakes and you get easy baskets. And how many, the 4 games you've seen us play, how many times all of a sudden, man, we got a layup, man, we got a layup, man, we got a layup, just because, the other team's tired of running back and having to, defend. And Stevie is a key to that because he can get the ball up the floor so fast. And as Xavier said, he's bought into this role of, trying to lead the nation in assists. He's bought into this idea of pass first. And we still need him to score because he's a magnificent scorer and a magnificent shooter. But he, more than anybody out there, I think, has grasped our system. And I haven't had many first-year players grasp the system the way he has. He's a very intelligent young man who really understands the game of basketball, but more importantly, understands what I want from him. And I'm pretty impressed with it. Now, saying that, we've played 4 games. We haven't played on the road yet, and we haven't been punched in the face yet. That's probably coming Tuesday night or Wednesday night. We'll probably play Michigan State will be the best team we play this year, but probably Nevada will be the second best, and then probably Georgia. And so we're going to get punched in the face Wednesday night. So we'll see what happens then.
Did you expect that from Stevie coming here? Because that's something you and I have talked about this before. When you had the transfers come in, I mean, I didn't know if Reggie Hamilton was going to make it, and he leads the country in scoring the next year. I mean, that's just something that doesn't happen.
Right, look at Martez, look at Max Hooper's the perfect example.
It just doesn't happen.
Our system is a very hard system to grasp. It is, but it's one that's worked for years and scores a lot of points. I mean, I don't think we ran and chucked it today. We chucked a few threes, but we had 99 points with 5 minutes to go in the game or something like that. It's just the system and the way we play and the speed we play with. And it's hard to grasp, and it takes players. It took Sharon, it took Vova Severovich years ago. I mean, the second year is always the great year. And Stevie's a very intelligent player. I mean, he's just, I marvel at how he's picked it up and how he plays.